What's up, guys? It's September 29th, 2025. Looks like we had a gap up, trading range, and we got a bearish breakout into another trading range. This is mostly a trading range day. And here's a trading range. There's the breakout. Then there's some overlap here. There's another trading range. So we had a trading range, but the high of this trading range to the low of this trading range makes it look more bearish. We are in a bull regime. We've been in a bear regime for a while, for a few days actually. Now we're back to the bull regime, so we'll see what happens going forward this week if bears get the breakdown or we stay above the EMA. We are starting to go sideways. And think about this. So we're approaching, this is the weekly chart, this is the daily chart. We're approaching the EMA. This is the daily EMA. It's not the same as the 45-minute EMA, but just think about this. We're approaching, look, we touched the EMA and we went sideways. Touched the EMAs, the EMA, and we're going sideways. Look on the 5-minute chart. Touched the EMA and we went sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on the 7th bar, it rallied and sold off. So I'm not saying we're going to be in a trading range for up to 5, 6, 7 days, but price action is fractal. Look, touched the EMA and we went sideways. Touched the EMA and we went sideways. So maybe we go sideways for a day or two, or maybe the breakout happens to the upside or downside. Don't really know. We had a gap up that didn't get the best follow through. Started out with a bear bar and then had a bearish breakout. Another leg low. We actually had 3 legs. If I can draw this. Hold on, this happens sometimes for some reason. I don't know why. And it's okay, so the pen's not working. Leg 1, leg 2, and leg 3. And each of those legs were made up of 2 to 3 legs. I'm going to pause the video and fix this real quick, and then we'll get started. All right, thank you for waiting. So I wanted to show each leg how it has its own 3 legs. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3, or you reset the count on the breakout. Leg 1, trendline break, leg 2, pull back, leg 3, sideways. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3, sideways. Deep pullback because there are multiple legs down. Test the high of this trading range and it sells off. Depending on where you want to start the count. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. Or you could say leg 1, this bar has a tail and then it's rallied, so there's a pullback. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. Very small pullback here, but there was a small pullback and then it vacuums down, testing right around here, and then we rallied for the last part of the day. Gap up, bar 1, bear bar closing on its low. It's a trading range bar. Bar 2, follow through for bar 1. Could be a pullback for the gap up. And then we see bar 3, it's a reversal bar. It sells off and then rallies, trapping bears at lows. They're going to have to buy back shorts at some point in time. Some bears will buy or exit a losing position right away. Some will average in because now they see that we're in a trading range because there was a gap up and a bear channel from the high of 1 to the low of 2. Here is, we start at low. So here's a trade. I didn't trade today. I didn't trade the RTH session. I took a quick scalp yesterday, and then I have a funny week. I gotta do a couple things this week, and then I'll be back to normal next week. So I'm just trying to take a couple chunks out of the market when I can. Anyways, bear sell off here. They sell up here. Buy back shorts on bar 5, and then you could scalp out. If you go for 1-to-1, you're gonna make that on 7. If you hold, which is risky, because we are far away from the EMA and there is a bear channel, we're in a trading range. But in this situation, you would get lucky and hit 1.5R with bar 8, and then it sells off 9 and 10. Bar 11, same reversal bar like bar 3, sold off and rallies. But the problem with this is now that bulls have had 2 to 3 legs higher. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3, and bar 8 looks climactic. From bars 11 to 15, we don't make a new high. So that could become a complex pullback for the bears from the bear channel down. That starts at the high of 8, sells off, and then the market starts to pull back, 2-legged pull, even 3-legged pullback. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3, right into resistance. So if you want to scalp, or if you want to take this bear channel 9 and 10 down at the 50% mark, it would be sketchy. Bulls buy up here, they buy more lower, get out, break even. your stop wouldn't get hit, but it would come close. We have 3 bear bars in a row with a gap, 16, 17, 18. Inside bar, 19. That's breakout mode. If you're short or long, okay to get out. Maybe wait for something, some direction. Bar 19, bear bar closing out slow. 21, bear bar closing out slow. We now have a gap. That gap gets tested. Well, there's actually a couple of reasons to take this trade out. If I was trading, this would be my trade of the day, I think, because it's a breakout. 23 is a trend line break, and then 23 is also testing the gap, and it's a 50% pullback. So there's actually 3 types of trades within this one: people who are trading gaps, people who trade first trend line breaks, and people who trade 50% pullbacks. All would have got filled, and 23 ends up not closing bullish, so it's a pretty quick pullback, rallies and sells off. Inside bar 24, but we have bearish momentum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bear bars in a row. 23 not having a body, but has a direction. 25 bear bar, and then we have a first opposite bar pullback. 26. I've been saying this for almost 2 months now. I want to build a system on bars like this where you just take the opposite trade on the first opposite bar, and then look if your stop is 1-to-1 here, and then you target the low. So not bad at all for the bears. And then we pull back. We have a complex, but another complex pullback. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2, leg 1, and then pullbacks on bar 30. Leg 2, pullbacks on 31. Leg 3, and there's even a pullback here. So if you don't want to count legs, what's important to know is that there's at least more than 3 pushes up. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2, pullback, leg 3, pullback, leg 4. Or if you're counting fractal price action, there's 3 legs just within this part here. First touch the EMA was a good sell. We don't necessarily have 10 bars closing below the EMA. Well, we do have 10 bars closing below the EMA, but it's kind of more of a trading range. And we opened up bear channel down, so trading range behavior. Sells off. Give me 2 seconds here, guys. All right, thank you. Sells off 39, or excuse me, 38, 39 rallies, and then sells off 40. Becomes the first reversal bar just for the bars 38, 39. It's obviously not the first reversal in the entire channel down, but it did make for a good short, and you could catch 1.5 bar or hold for a swing down. 42 pulls back. Market starting to go more sideways the closer we get to yesterday's high. 43, big bear bar. Bad follow through, goes sideways for one more leg down. 47 through 49. And we rally. If you didn't think we were in trading range but in the morning, you have to admit we are now here at the end of the day, because we've had a sell-off and a rally. So we were in a trading range this morning, but you have to at least acknowledge it by the rally of the bar 60. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. Or if you want to go by trend line breaks, leg 1, I'm looking for the first trend line break. Wow. Leg 2 and leg 3. It's testing the high here, and it sells off. Climactic sell, testing the higher time frame EMA. Bad close on 70. We have a buy the close rally, 71 through 76. If you're looking for a second leg of this, you would have to fade bar 77 and you would catch 1R. But at this point in time, if you're trading, it's really close to the end of the day. So I think it's okay to just wait till tomorrow. Let me know how you guys did. We got one more day left in the month. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for your time. Bye.